There she is.
All right.
She really knows how to wake people up in the morning, doesn't she?
That's true. Very true.
She does.
So, guys, we've had a wild technical difficulty morning.
Just say the least.
So if things get weird or go off the rails.
Just know it's not our fault and just doing the best job you can.
Well, not only that, we had some internet issues as well, so to mix in with it. So, yeah, it's been tough.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of technical difficulties.
Realized our computer got rained on during the last rain. We didn't know. Go figure.
Yeah.
We got a late notice on that one.
Lack of communication. This is the whole problem in my life.
So I guess what I'm saying is I'm just glad we managed to get a show off. We didn't have our screen. We didn't have internet. The computer wouldn't turn on.
Yeah, we had some difficulties.
I stubbed my toe on the walk-in. I don't know what else could have went wrong.
No, it's kind
it
of
didn't really
a rough
happen,
day.
but it's that kind of
Sounded
day.
good. Yeah.
Listen,
So-
this is the thing. If you're a complainer in life, that's how it kind of rolls.
Yeah.
But we're not that.
I'm going to be complaining for a couple minutes. I'll get over it. But
Shane does not like when things don't go in his normal order.
yeah. Well,
definitely.
stuff happens, and that's kind of like the nature of things.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it can be avoided.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guess what? I have something to show you. We're going to open it up with this because I found this. I was going through my phone, and I found this picture. It's a surprise picture. Look at our babies. How cute are they?
Oh,
This
man.
is how far Shane and I go back. Our boys
Holy
are
cow.
now, mine's a senior, his is a junior, and that was us during football. How
Oh
cute
my
are
God.
they?
You have to send me that picture.
I
Some people may
will.
have kids that small.
His is the one in
playing
blue.
now.
Mine's the one in green.
Yeah.
Tell them how fast
Wow.
time goes by, guys.
How old
So
were they
fast.
there?
That was 2019.
Oh, don't
I
make me
believe.
do math.
I know.
What year is it now?
So
23.
probably eight.
Holy cow.
They were
Wow.
so
Wow.
little. Do you want to cry? I want to cry.
Yeah, it's definitely wild.
Well, if you're going to cry, we got to see it.
Yeah.
So funny.
So
Our little
crazy.
guys had to weigh in. It was so stressful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they don't even weigh in or something. I don't even know.
No, now you're like, you're too big. You're not
It's
fun to play with
wild.
anymore. So
No. Well, let's just talk about that. Like, we're in football season. This is
We are in football
exciting.
season.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm officially useless after the hours
Yeah.
of 5 to forever.
And Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
Don't even try
We
it.
sat up and watched film last night, and so we get done watching film and go home. And what first thing I start doing?
Watching film.
Start texting coaches who are probably like trying to go home and do whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but did you think about this or what about that? Or
They're like, this guy's got to learn
send
to
clips
shut
to
it
Benjamin, and yeah.
Not during
So,
the season.
off. No.
No.
Never shuts
not
I'm
happening.
excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited. We have a scrimmage Thursday, but we both are away the following Friday.
And
Weird.
JV's away?
I don't
Really?
know. I didn't even look
I
at
don't
JV.
know.
I can't
I'll
even keep
figure it
track.
out.
I'm barely able to keep track of
As
what
a
is
football
going on
person,
right now.
there should be football in town every week.
Every week.
And it
Yeah.
drives
I
me
agree.
crazy. So, anyway, yes.
Friday Night Lights.
Super
This is
excited.
coming. This is happening. It's going to be so exciting.
Yep.
Oh, and then our first Friday in, you have to play at 3 and we play at 7:30 because they double booked it. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Don't get me started.
No.
It's not on a show, not in public. No,
Are you a
don't
little
get me
angry
started.
about this?
Not happy, but that's okay.
It's okay. We're going to be, balls are going to be flying around. We're
Well,
in
I'm
it.
excited. I'm gonna, sit in that field house and watch football for like 8 hours that day. I'll be there
Yeah.
super early for our game. I'll watch your game, and
I love
it's a
it.
good day for me. I mean, I'm sure my daughter's gonna be pissed, but
Yeah, that's a long day.
yes,
Let's just talk about what in October we play each other.
yeah, super excited.
I'm wearing red that day.
Go for it.
Well,
Okay.
Probably good for mopping up tears or whatever you do. I don't know.
oh boy.
Listen,
This is only the start, folks.
And the
Yeah.
crazy part is that's not till week 9.
that's forever.
Yeah, so
Good God, this is a
I mean, you
lot
talk
of
at the end of the season.
anticipation.
Who knows what you're dealing with at the end of the season?
You don't even know. Well, at least we'll get to watch you a little bit more beforehand.
Yeah, super excited.
Can we talk about baseball? Holy heck. Okay, let's just talk about fighting on the field.
Well,
Okay, I'm
first,
trying
let's
to.
go with the final
Okay.
score.
No, not this.
No?
Oh, look at
Oh, okay, you want to
them.
see? Oh, I know what you want to see. Okay, we can do that. Ready?
Fight.
Oh gosh! All right, you guys wanted it. You get it. Here we go.
This is crazy.
Not in time. He just
Gets
missed him
there,
at second
does
base.
it.
This is
I love
another
the,
run.
like-
Give a deal.
I love the schoolyard square up. The ref, the ump's like, I'm out of
He's
here.
like, listen,
Yeah.
not even doing it. Look at that.
He lets it go.
And then he, ooh, chin check. Chin check.
Everybody's spilling out here in Cleveland.
It's so funny. He like pulled the straight schoolyard, put his head down, just threw bombs. You know.
Oh my gosh.
Is it over? Is it over?
Well, now they come running
Yeah,
out of the
Yes.
bullpen,
they didn't let him go back at it.
which is a
But
bit
holy,
late, but
talk
they're
about
adding
a
some
chin
sport
check,
to the
huh?
effort.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
And
really
that was one
funny
of the
because of
few
all the
that you
situations
actually
where
saw
players
coming to
fight,
blows. You don't
Oh,
see
look,
it's
he was-
rarely
he's, like,
out in the
out of
middle
it.
of the field. Like it's a, he threw at a
A
guy
it
and
was
whatever.
simple play too. It didn't seem really extreme.
No.
Here's
Very
my
odd.
problem.
It's really
I'm
nothing
out
to
here
fight
preaching to my boys like quit, no fighting, like anywhere, and then we got it on the field. Come on,
Yeah.
players,
So,
get it together.
What I had said was, if we're going to talk about baseball, I have to point out that the Pirates beat the Braves. Tony
that should be-
is a big Braves
oh
fan.
yeah,
And so, 20 more wins and the Pirates will catch up to the Braves. But you take your wins where you can get them. So,
well it's 6-7. That's a close game.
yeah, it was a rain delay game. I thought about sending it to Tony, but I thought,
Yeah.
I don't text Tony too often. If
And
I
then
do,
it's
it's
about
only
that.
to talk crap. It's probably not appreciated.
Yeah.
So.
Probably won't score
Yeah.
no points,
Yeah.
huh?
I promise you, he knows.
That's happening.
Yeah, he's like, dang, the Braves lost. Who'd they play? Oh, God.
Gosh, yeah. Get to hear it from Shane.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy how much sports kind of do make our world go round.
They do. I mean,
know.
you all wait for it. It's consistently happening every season.
The women's soccer team lost. They had won the World Cup whatever times in a row. And
It's so funny that you know so much about all the different sports.
I don't
He's a
know.
sports guy.
I know.
Come on.
It is weird.
Carry on.
But
Except for NASCAR.
But
he doesn't
I
follow
think,
that kind.
well, I saw the dude get suspended from NASCAR
Oh,
for
well, maybe he
liking a
does.
meme. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, he liked an inappropriate meme, which I'm sure it was inappropriate.
Well,
But you get suspended for that now? Like, man,
No, that's
what a
pretty-
world! You're talking
I mean-
about you're talking about the sport that derived from running alcohol from the feds and hillbillies and all this southern whatever, and now you get suspended
for
for
liking
Liking
something.
him.
liking memes.
I don't.
So
I don't. I mean, that's a little strange. I'm gonna just say.
I don't know.
We'll have to look
So we
into
had an
that.
interesting talk. Well, anyway, I was gonna say about women's soccer is that it's so weird that like they've pissed off so many people that people don't care that they lost.
Oh.
Like when has an American team not been like had America behind it? And
Yeah.
now people are like, whatever.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They better get their show together.
Yeah, they're pretty obnoxious. But I don't know.
Listen,
Anyway.
I quit coaching girls soccer at 12 because they were so unreasonable. And I coached every year, and I was just like, you know what? I'm out. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Rude girls. Or some girls
Yeah, while
are
we're talking
so
about
rude.
the weird world with the culture on its head, did you see the thing that said Lizzo was fat shaming her dancers?
I did not.
I sat there and I was like, this is a Saturday Night Live thing. Like, this is a bit,
cannot
right?
be
Like,
real.
this isn't real.
Oh, I did see something. I
I
didn't
was
even
like-
pay attention to it.
Yeah, I just saw it. And first of all, I was appalled that apparently she has 14 million followers. I was
Wow.
like,
14 million?
a
no
lot.
wonder the world's so screwed up. And then she pissed a bunch of people off, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I saw a video, and it was like, she like fat shamed her people. I don't know if they were too fat or not fat enough, or I don't know what the deal was, but
Maybe their
I
butt
laughed
wasn't big enough or too
yes,
big.
I laughed so hard. And so then, you know me, I go down the rabbit hole when
Like-
I'm into something. So then I watch these girls interview, and they're like, as a large professional dancer, there's not a lot of work opportunities, so I felt like I just had to take it. I was like, what?
I had to be
the heck?
abused by
Oh my God! You know, I find the humor in the weirdest things. You know, I'm just sitting there by myself, laughing so
I
hard.
guess we're not showing a
Unbelievable.
picture of that.
Unbelievable.
Oh, listen! If you read that story, somebody read that story and put it. I'm not going to say it, but there's some wild shenanigans in the old Lizzo tour party. So,
Dude, I can't even believe this isn't like life. Life is based around what we're looking at in our phones.
I
For
just feel like it's so weird that we have these like weird expectations and standards and things, and then when you really find out what's behind the curtain, the reality of everything is never what they project it to be.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's even go as far as, Facebook family lives. I mean, I just actually, it's so weird that
So
you're
I try to
saying
keep it
this.
real for mine.
Yes. Your
I'm like, I'm a
pizza.
fat,
You're
I'm a
cooking.
fat old man who likes to go to the gym and eat pizza. Like, don't get it twisted. There's nothing else going on here.
Well, okay, so I just had this conversation yesterday, so it's so funny that we're talking about this because, you know, you always have people like, oh, yeah, your fake Facebook world, blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter is you generally post, obviously, positive things. I mean, how often do you want to post like, yeah, I got in a fight with my husband this morning and it was, you know, threw a coffee cup across the room or whatever. Like, obviously, you're not going to. But I find it very interesting because, you know, most of my
I hope Lisa's watching right now.
most of my
Not
posts
that
are
she's not
pretty
that person,
positive, but when I do put up a post like maybe sharing my past story and life, blah, 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 very few people really post on it. They really like the positive. Like, it's like
Yeah,
when the
it makes people
reality
uncomfortable. They
comes,
just
people are
avoid it.
It's pretty
So
interesting.
Lisa and I have had a running joke, you know, when people find the love of their life like 5 times a year, you know. And so every time I see one,
This
I'm
is
like,
true.
Lisa, she got another one.
Oh, okay. So that's
Lisa's probably like, God, Shane's such a jerk, you know. But it cracks me up.
You can't help it that when you see like the single person hop to the single person to the other single person to the other single person, and then you see these kids and these kids and the kids, and I just want to post on there like, keep your kids out of your
Yeah.
bed hopping, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
That sounds
There's
good.
probably a way more
know.
modern, trendy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
far less appropriate term than
Makes
that.
me want
but
to lose my shenanigans. Like, do
Yeah.
whatever you want, but when I see your little
Poor little
children
kids.
like becoming a family with this and a family with this, and I'm just like, no,
Stop it.
no,
Yeah.
leave them out of your chaos, please.
So there's I can never find it when I want to find it, but there's like a haunted old merry-go-round like
Ooh.
GIF, and I always want to like post it on the people's dating stories. Oh, here we go again. All right. So, Jeff, if we lost followers this week, I will not blame you. So.
Okay,
No.
thank you. Thank you.
You know who you are.
We might,
too.
gain, we might
Like,
gain them, though.
Yeah, we're gonna lose. we're
Sometimes
gonna,
I'll go to Shane. I'll be like, "Did you see this?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Dude, this is wild."
Well,
hey, to each their own.
Wild.
You know, whatever.
we live in a wild world.
It's true.
We do.
Very true. All right.
I
I blame
cannot even.
COVID. I blame COVID.
All about COVID.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
blame
right.
COVID.
No.
We were just talking about COVID earlier, and we have this no-touch water thing, and I hate it.
A new
I'm
ice
like-
and water machine, but you just put
And
your
it's
hand
super
in front
noisy,
of it to make
first
it
of
work.
all. Which, how many times is somebody going to walk by and it's going to go off in a meeting
Yeah,
or
I wondered
something?
that too.
You know,
I
but
don't even know.
imagine being the dude who developed that, and he's all pumped, and he's like, "Yeah, we're going to beat COVID," and then COVID's gone.
Gone.
You know, like
Well, he's
not
probably
gone,
still-
gone, but not.
Probably still charges $10,000 more just for the non.
And now I'm thinking, shoot, we just bought a brand new one. It's in our. We're probably the suckers who are paying for it.
Well,
Look at this badass water thing. You just wave at it, you know.
sure is noisy.
Yeah, it's super noisy.
Hey,
so.
check out our background.
Yeah, where'd you find
Shout
that?
out to Shauna, dude. She posts the best pictures.
She's gonna start tricking us and just Google imaging
I know.
things.
She's gonna be like,
Yeah, she's
you
gonna
gotta
start
pay
charging
me
us
for, pay me
for
for
background
her pictures.
photos.
Yep.
Well, it was
Absolutely.
today's crazy. I mean, it's kind of a little weird in the community. Things kind of slowed down a little bit. Although the bingo night, Jeff,
Oh,
we got
bingo
the bingo.
night. Yes, I have it.
Mhm.
Bingo. Bingo.
So that is the 11th at Los Logos. Super excited. It's a big. It goes to the ABOI, I believe, school this time. They've really taken, the bull by the horns here about doing these fundraisers that go back to the schools, which is super, super cool.
We got a lot of sponsors.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
they're doing good.
Yeah.
And that's the Mojave Sunrise Rotary that puts that on. They're my favoriteest club.
Yep.
I'm singing
that
about
was-
it.
August nights,
I'm
go
singing
You know
about
what are
it.
we like 4 bingo events in now?
Yeah.
You know,
This is probably
obviously,
the fourth one.
they started doing it, and the first one went so well, and then
Yeah.
they took the initiative and thought, let's make some moves with this. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a great move and super cool that they decided to find other places that were in need and make that move. So shout
Yeah.
out to them and Christy, who is part of that group.
Thanks, friend.
You know, I was part of that group once.
I learned that when you went there. And I was like, I had no
There was
idea
like
that
6
Shane used to
of
be in
us.
these groups. Can you imagine?
Yeah, there was like 6 of us, and
When
that's
it-
what we started with. And it was a good group of people, and just me.
Yeah, you're like, okay, as
I'm
soon
like,
as I
listen.
get out of here, Melody in,
Not much
Lisa
of a
in,
bingo
I'm
player,
out.
Yeah, I did it for. I mean, probably a year or so, and yeah.
That's a lot longer.
Yeah, I
than
like
figured.
to
at you.
point out that whole other life before my other life, and then my other life, and my
Yeah.
other life. So, but yeah.
Well,
but
it is
anyway, I'm
true.
very happy to see that. Maybe that's why I got a soft spot for them. But they seem to do a great job. So
Listen, they are just. I'm in quite a few groups, and I love them all. But that group has just a different vision. They step outside of the normal box, which is what I appreciate about them.
yep, absolutely,
Awesome.
super
Yeah.
cool.
What about the Bighorn event?
Okay, so this is good. If you're interested in college at all, you should hit this event. There will be food, instructors to talk about what they have going on, how you sign up. You can even sign up there. Lots of different opportunities. If you have children who are in high school who are wanting to do those classes, great time as well. Never too old as an adult to show up for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, show up.
Yes. Can we talk about the boat? That was so fun.
Sure, the Colorado or the Bullhead Bell.
Yeah.
The
Said Colorado.
Bullhead
Did you
Bell.
even know that they had all that seating and
Listen, I'm gonna be 100% honest.
it's so cool.
I thought it was gonna be the hokiest.
me
All right,
too.
we're gonna go down and
yeah, agreed.
good job, guys. And I was like, whoa, this is way cooler than I
They
thought.
redid the whole
Here it is.
inside. You can sit up top.
Just a little video to show
Yeah.
you. There's the
Yeah.
ribbon cutting. of
So
course.
up top and the bottom are nice little dining spots. All of it overlooks the river, which is really cool. And then you see, look at all that decking right
It
Wow,
is
that's a
so
lot of seating.
wild.
there. And I'm gonna have to talk to Toby about this one because I feel like I talked to him about something like this a long time ago. And I just want to know
Did
if it
your
was in the
input
back of his
have any-
head when this came about.
For sure.
But it's super cool, and that that little deck area is such a nice spot.
yeah.
Especially we all know it's too hot right now.
Well, and they're getting awnings, so I believe
Yeah.
a portion of it will be
But we have
covered.
those beautiful fall and spring days, or even in the
Yeah.
winter. To be honest, when the winter and it's not the WIND,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a beautiful spot to sit out there and enjoy. So
It is. We could have coffee.
I mean, you can have coffee, but
Guess what? There's another new coffee place. Let's talk about homemade.
there's another new grand opening on
Grand
Saturday.
opening on Saturday from 9 to
Well, they're going to be open, but the official grand opening portion is going to be at 9:00.
9.
You figure it's morning and people want to kind of get their day started, and you don't want to be too early. And it's coffee shops, you want to be end of the day,
Yeah.
So
Listen, those women are literally heart and soul made with love. It's no
yeah.
joke.
So I didn't know, and maybe it's just me being a big dumb fatty. A lot of places don't fresh bake their
No.
stuff.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
They just buy stuff and reheat it, or just unpackage it.
Or it's made
Yeah,
somewhere
or it's
else.
somewhere
And I
Right. Shop it
legit,
yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm not a huge pastry guy. You know me. I want to go get real food all the
Yeah.
time, every day.
Listen,
But
when you eat that home baked food,
yes,
it's home baked,
the
it is
difference
real food.
is crazy.
Tremendous.
So, anyway,
The
homemade.
Danish, oh my god!
I know.
I know you probably don't eat it, but you should.
Listen, I'm willing to eat a lot of things. I just can't. If I find new bad things for me that I love, I will eat them and eat them and eat them.
This is true. Stay right where you're at.
So
You're
I
already
gotta
good at
pick
what
my
you're doing.
poisons. Yeah.
Loki was
Oh,
spotted
yeah.
in there.
I was so
Just
excited to
found
see Loki
Loki.
because every time we go to see him for radio,
She's like, I need coffee.
and they always talk about how there's nothing open early.
Oh my god! And it's so cute right there. Super, super cute.
Yeah. So
Come see us. They were working so hard.
I know. So the funny part is they didn't plan on really opening,
Yeah,
but
soft
the
open.
first day was so much demand, and
There's a
so many
lot.
people saying they wanted to come in the next day, and I'm pretty sure they sold out
Sold
everything
out.
3 days
Yeah.
in a row.
Yeah,
That's
And,
good.
which is-
everyone's been waiting for them.
Yeah, which is like a
Really.
good problem.
it's in a good
Yeah.
spot.
So
Yes.
I'm super excited for them to get up and open officially on Saturday. So if you're in I know obviously kids aren't going to be getting coffees, but
No.
they're going to have the Kona
Well,
Ice
they
truck
have all
out there.
kinds of
So
stuff there too.
Danishes and
cookies, morning
Oh,
cookies.
cookies.
Well, and if you're a black coffee drinker, it's very important to have a nice, delicious coffee in there. It was probably one
very
of the best
tasty.
coffees I've had.
Yes.
So They told me.
It's
and
strong. It's
I
good.
had to remind them that I don't drink coffee, so you might as well be speaking Spanish to me. But they said they tested all kinds of beans, and they found some special roast or something that they really
It matters.
like. I don't know.
You know,
Taste matters.
yes.
But
and it
everybody
makes
said
you
it was
want to-
good, so I don't know. I just have
I'm
to trust
I
them.
had coffee. It was good.
And they're going to come back on the show, and I'm sure they'll bring us some pastries.
And coffee.
You can do that one. They're sick
Can
and
I
tired
say
of me.
something? This is really funny. This is probably. I posted a thing on my Showing Up with Christy, and I posted pasties and not pastries. And one of my girlfriends sends me a
That's
message.
funny.
She's like, "Listen, Christy, your pasties are not going to be at your pastries."
They're not edible, okay?
Listen, you talk pastry pasties. Now we're talking a whole nother level of interest.
We might get some followers.
It was.
Yeah. Whole different
I had to
crowd.
look. I'm like, oh crap! Did I do that on the Finley one? Like, I gotta re-look at my wording.
So I know
That's
that
funny.
I butcher, especially listen. I have watched where I'm like typing something and it'll correct
correct
some
it.
word
Yeah.
I never use, and I'm like, and especially like I talk in some weird form of slang jargon, like heavily sarcastic, so things don't make sense sometimes.
Yeah.
And then I'll look at what I actually said. I'm like,
Son of a biscuit.
let me retype
Sometimes
that
I
whole
have
thing.
to apologize. Like, I don't even
Delete.
know what that last text said. Let me start over. I was talking.
Yeah. So I
texting.
catch a few on other people's stuff, and I always just think. So I always try and like shoot them a message, let them know, hey, did you mean this? And I think people are irritated when I do that.
No.
But I know that I've done it before.
Yeah.
And
I appreciate when someone's
It
like,
I'm
happens.
aware that I
Like-
can spell, and I'm aware that I can. But mistakes
Yeah.
happen, or autocorrect
Well,
doesn't pick things
about
up.
that.
autocorrect will get you
proofreading.
every time. Drives me nuts.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Anyways, that was funny.
we did do an ad one day where it was a Chevrolet Cadillac that GM sent us,
Oh no.
and I was like, a Chevrolet. Okay, I should have promoted
Chevrolet
Cadillac.
Cadillac.
What? You said a Chevrolet Cadillac ad out? Like what? God.
What is this?
That was from GM, so I mean everybody makes mistakes.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
So.
Sure.
Welcome to being perfectly unperfect on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's acceptable.
It's acceptable. It happens.
I feel like our generation was the keeping it real generation. Like Dave Chappelle even had a bit where like keeping it real
Keep it
goes
real.
wrong. Like you didn't need to keep it that real, man. You got fired. Like that whole thing. And now like this is such a attempt at being so polished and finished
Yeah.
for everything you do, and it's just not our style.
It's not our
Yeah.
style.
We don't like being so careful.
We were driving back from Phoenix, and we were talking about school and teachers, blah blah. And our son's like, "So, how did you used to email? Like, we were talking about computers, or something. Like, did you used to email your teachers that?" And I'm like, "Dude, we didn't have email. We sat in class and wrote out and took tests and like used a pencil and actually did it. Like, you didn't email your teacher your work. What do you mean?"
Yeah. You handed it in.
Yeah.
If you handed it in late, you got the business about it.
You
Yeah.
had the AOL that was like ding 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 ding, trying to catch
Well,
up.
not enough people had a computer that you could even ask people to do stuff like that.
No.
You used to have to try to schedule time in a computer lab to get
Yeah.
access to a computer
You were excited to go to library to get on the
out of the
computer.
classroom.
And wait for AOL to connect.
Yeah.
I was like, that is just funny. You don't really think about it too often. Obviously, phones have changed, blah, blah, but to think that these kids just email their stuff now, like, oh, it's going to be late. I'm just going to email my teacher. I'm like,
So even in 01, the little junior college I was at had a computer lab, and you had to get in there for stuff because
Had to
none of us
schedule.
had computers or internet or
you didn't have the travel computers.
no. Yeah, absolutely not. So
Lucky kids these days.
yeah, they don't even know how good it is sometimes, or maybe how bad it is.
Maybe how bad it is.
I mean, it's hard to say.
Are we still hiring?
We are still hiring. We just hired a couple guys who are interviewing or starting today. Uh-oh.
Who's calling?
If I hear that noise, I'm going to lose my mind.